Abusua, more call about it daily update TV so then I'll be ready and subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share. And no chama Wontumi na ye who charges side the bond because I was copy more court near the charges bond into a copy more CID headquarters a interrogation or copy more CID a interrogation just say and there was a copy more a high court Accra High Court. Now yen saka video be on a lawyer copy a high court premises. Na abusua ni nyina ne say chama Wontumi yanya charge na proceedings no ebe beginning na ne nyina ne say charges are ye the born say chama Wontumi and two others and a bomb charges with GH1 TV and a day sa article in number 2 and as well posties are fly away was it chama Wontumi and two others charged for allegedly assigning mineral rights without approval in connection with Akontamani Galamsey activities. Then the charges and the Mammy San came, but chama Wontumi and two others charged for allegedly assigning minerals rights without approving in connection with Akontamani Galamsey activities. That is the charges here about chama Wontumi. You go to the home and some of Mukafano who like chama Wontumi and home sema a trendy na currently CC financial ya charging na proceedings no a baby beginning. God bless you.
All right. Good morning.
Council, you seem confused as to which particular court you're going to.
Yeah. We have not been informed yet as to which court we are coming, but we are here, so we are ready. As soon as we have information of the court, we will appear. So,
Chairman, what's the feeling like today?
It's okay.
Any words for some
your supporters?
No words. The words are reserved for the courtroom.
Friday from the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayine, who says that Wontumi would be arrested if he failed to show up. The case involves Akonta Mining Limited, a company linked to the Ashanti Region NPP chair, which is under investigation for alleged illegal mining. It is recalled that Director General of the Criminal Investigative Department, DCOP Lydia Yako Donko, announced that investigations into the operations of Akonta Mines owned by Chairman Wontumi were ongoing. The CID boss said one other person had also been arrested in relation to the matter. My colleague Noble Crosby-Annan is following up on this development. He's joining us with a bit more on this matter. Talk to us, Noble. What exactly is the chairman there for? Do we know more about the invitation?
So just like you mentioned, it's an interesting morning. It's been an interesting morning here at the CID headquarters here in Accra. First of all, two things are happening. And you spoke about the presence of Chairman Wontumi and Akonta Mining in relation to concerns about illegal mining. Chairman Wontumi has come here. He has arrived. He came in his company of his lawyer, Andy Apiakubi. He came in high spirit. You know how Chairman Wontumi usually likes to behave. He was, in high spirits, wearing a regular, if you like, T-shirt, and then some trousers to match. And then the process began, and he has been taken to the places for interrogation or conversations here at the CID headquarters. So he came with some more lawyers, close to a handful of lawyers came to accompany Chairman Wontumi. But because Godfred Dami, I'm talking about the former Attorney General, is also here, I understand there's the presence of some close to 70 lawyers around the CID premises, in and around the CID premises, in solidarity with number one, Chairman Wontumi, and then number two is Godfred Yeboah. If you ask me what is happening so far, exactly this is it.
I see. So where is Chairman Wontumi right now?
So at the moment, what I can tell you is that he's still at the CID headquarters. Now, the exact room, the exact place, the exact conversations that are being held as we speak, that we do not know because that is in camera. The media is not allowed there. Mm-hmm. But we are understanding that the meeting with Chairman Wontumi is coming to an end pretty soon, and that we'll be able to speak with him and get a word or two from him on what the discussions entailed. Already, we know that his lawyer, Ndiapia Kubi, has spoken with the media, and he's spoken about a few things. One of them was the conversation, that the thinking that his camp, I'm talking about Chairman Wontumi, they're being lukewarm to request the Attorney General. He says that is flatly not true because they have been having correspondence with the Director General of the CID, and his thinking is that that agreement, conversations with the CID reaches the Attorney General. So number one is not true that they have not been responsive enough. Number two, he's talking about the fact that when the Attorney General, spoke about what will happen to Chairman Wontumi if he does not come to the CID headquarters today, and he thinks that is not fair. He thinks that is undue escalation of the matter. These and many other things is what Ndiapia Kubi has been referring to concerning his clients, Chairman Wontumi, and the happenings at the CID headquarters.
Very well. Let's take a listen to Lawyer Pia Kubi.
It is incorrect to anybody to suggest that we have been lukewarm to the invitations from the Director General's office. I know that the Director General works for the Attorney General in terms of prosecution. So I consider the discourse between my good self or my office and the Director General's office as equally, by extension, to the Attorney General's office. So I am sure there was some communication gap that resulted in this impasse. But I want to express my disappointment in the warning that the refusal to defer the meeting. The warning was that it should Chairman Wontumi fail to appear, he will order the arrest of Chairman Wontumi brought to Accra. Indeed, we don't need to unnecessarily increase the political temperature in the country. We have not at any point in time decided or refused to respond to invitations. And you see, the law is also that anybody, accused person or a suspect, ought to be given adequate time, preparation, and even resources to be able to prepare his defense to any charges prepared against him. And then let us also not forget that accused person is not considered guilty until proven so, and therefore he has to have a right to his civil liberties. Indeed, when we go to the court, the bail, police inquiry bail continues up to the point that the charges are filed in court, and then.
Oh, very well, Crosby. Now let's talk about the former Attorney General's presence also at the CID. What else do we know about his, appearance there? Well,
so Godfred Yeboah, he arrived here at the time that was expected of him. That's right, close to, in fact, before 9:30, I understand. Now, when he got here, he was in the company of a few other lawyers, and later a handful of lawyers also joined Godfred here. And surprisingly, some supporters of Godfred also arrived here at the CID headquarters. They were wearing some T-shirts with some inscriptions on it. Among the inscriptions was "Don't defame Dame." That was what was written in front of the T-shirt. In fact, at a point, these supporters seemed to have some disagreements with the CID officials because the CID officials were trying to push them or get them out of the premises of the headquarters. That was something they were resisting initially. But of course, eventually, the CID officials, they had the upper hand, and they drove these men and women, a few of them, out. Unfortunately, they had to drive them out with the media. So Bofodame, we understand, is here. We've seen him here. We know that he's here. He's also in one of the rooms of the CID headquarters. Interrogations or conversations are ongoing in relation to the petition that has been presented against him. And I'm talking about the petition from Richard Jaffa. What we also know is that meeting may also be coming to an end pretty shortly. And when it does, hopefully some engagement happen. We know, we get to know some things that happened in the meeting, Kelvin.
We look forward to that. Thank you so much, Crosby. Noble Crosby Annan is our correspondent at the police headquarters here in Accra.
Let's move away from there, where the National Identification Authority has commenced the issue and
Bernard Entry Bosiako, popularly known as Chairman Wontumi, will have his day in court tomorrow as the state is expected to prefer charges related to illegal mining against him. Now, we'll tell you the backstory and how it all unfolded earlier today. But earlier today, my colleague and our legal affairs correspondent, Lord Edward Sari, was in court earlier today. Mining-related charges is what we suspect are expected to be preferred against Ashanti Regional Chair of the New Petote Party, Bernard Entry Bosiako, also known as Chairman Wontumi, expected to appear in court, all things being in court tomorrow. October 7, Chairman Wontumi was granted bail in the sum of 1 million cedis, with 2 sureties following his appearance before the Criminal Investigations Department of Ghana Police Service. The CID has been very busy today. He was admitted as well to the police inquiry bail. First, let's hear what the Attorney General said last Friday during the President's engagement with the civil society on illegal mining, on what was going to be happening today and beyond. Take a look.
The police conducted very diligent investigations in respect of Akonta mining, but the docket was hidden until we came to power. In fact, when we came to power and I started the investigation with the the Lands and Natural Resources Minister and the Forestry Commission, we were finding it difficult to get information. Subsequently, the police themselves owned up and presented the docket to my office 2 months ago. So as we speak, the charges against Chairman Wontumi, Akonta Mining, and 5 others have been signed as I speak. Currently, we are waiting for him to be read his right to remain silent, etc. Before we've asked that he should be brought from, Kumasi. His lawyers asked that he should be brought on Tuesday, but I'm insisting that he should be here on Monday. If he doesn't come on Monday, I'm going to order for his arrest so that he'll be brought to Accra. His rights will be read to him, and then we can start the prosecution. We have also put in place certain measures to ensure that the prosecution goes faster than normal. We have approached the Chief Justice, who has agreed to assign specialized courts for the prosecution of illegal mining cases. And I have laid before Cabinet on Tuesday. Cabinet will meet and approve the public tribunal's bill.
Well, so the second part of the Attorney General's statement, which you just heard, is going to be an issue we'll delve into, but clearly indicating Chairman Wontumi's.
And yes, even though we do not know the specific charges, following from the background, this is not the first time he's been to the CID. They've been on this investigation for some time, and in his caution statement, they did indicate that he was being investigated for offenses related to mining. So we also know that he has some running battle too with Iyoko.
Yeah, true.
And that is in respect of matters that were informed by the Deputy Attorney General, that these are matters that have to do, in fact, he describes them as various criminal offenses, which include fraud, causing financial loss to the state, and money laundering. In respect of this, we know he's on bail. That bail is 50 million Ghana cedis with 2 sureties that were justified. It was this particular matter that kept him in custody for some time. But for tomorrow, he will take his day in court. His charges will be read to him, and he will plead to those. And that's when we get to know the exact details. And of course, with the facts on which the police or the state is going to prosecute those offenses relating to illegal mining as we are being told. So that's basically about it in respect of Chairman Wontumi. We all look forward to tomorrow at the High Court.
And in fact, it's important that we distinguish between the two issues at play right now, because what is happening with him appearing before the CID earlier today is different from what got him to spend a few nights
precisely
in the Iyoko cells or the coolest of Iyoko.
That matter is still cooking.
It's cooking.
Yes, because we are told that he's been investigated. It was only after investigation they will prepare the docket and prepare the charges against him. So at this point, it's still a matter which is still cooking. It's not one that we can say that they are going to prefer charges against him. But of course, just like we were told in the previous instance that he was being investigated for matters relating to illegal mining, this one too, if it comes to fruition, it means that the matters that will, or the offenses that will be preferred against him will be along the lines of fraud, causing financial loss to the state, and money laundering. But yes, that's a matter for another day. Tomorrow is basically on matters that have to do with illegal mining. So, Alfred, that's basically what is happening in respect of Chairman Wontumi.
Let's hear from his lawyer. Okay?
Precisely.
Andy Apiakobe, former Santiachim North Member of Parliament. This is what he had to say. Take a look.
After being in hospital, I went beyond the call of duty to do that. So it is incorrect to anybody to suggest that we have been lukewarm to the invitations from the Attorney General's office. I know that the Attorney General works for the Attorney General in terms of prosecution. So I consider the discourse between my good self or my office and the Attorney General's office as equally, by extension, to the Attorney General's office. So I am sure there was some communication gap that resulted in this impasse. But I want to express my disappointment in the warning that the refusal to defer the meeting. The warning was that it should Chairman Wontumi fail to appear, he will order the arrest of Chairman Wontumi to go to Accra. Indeed, we don't need to unnecessarily increase the political temperature in the country. We have not at any point in time decided or refused to respond to invitations. And you see, the law is also that anybody, accused person or a suspect, ought to be given adequate time, preparation, and even resources to be able to prepare his defense to any charges prepared against him. And then let us also not forget that accused person is not considered guilty until proven so, and therefore he has to have a right to his civil liberties. Indeed, when we go to the court, the main police inquiry bail continues up to the point that the charges are filed in court, and then we make an application to the court for the bail to continue, and we will justify that with our performance so far during the time of the bail, and also the capacity of Wontumi as a person, Ghanaian, and a very known character, and somebody of substance in society. And then
that's Andy Apiakobe there. Tomorrow we will be in